Hi everyone and welcome to this new video. My name is Susanne and today I want to show you the different planners I have. I have these ones for 2023. Two are from Hobonichi, the weeks and the days. I have the Traveler's Notebook weeks and I have the Jibun Techo. I like to show you how they look inside. I also want to tell you why I choose for these particular planners, and I also want to show you the differences and the similarities. But next to showing you just what's inside the planners, I also like to give you some tips and tricks about planning. Because honestly, planning for me, it doesn't come natural. I am very unstructured. I have the tendency to live day by day, and yeah, as a result of that, to-dos and tasks I have to do become just one big pile, and then it gets just like messy in my head and I lose the overview, and then I have the tendency to procrastinate and just live deadline by deadline. And a few years, especially since we have our son, I started to notice it just gives too much stress, and yeah, then I started my search for the right planner for me. And that's actually also how I came into bullet journaling. I thought that would be the right thing for me because I also like to be creative and drawing. But honestly, drawing all these schedules all the time, it just was too much for me. It just gave too much chaos still. So yeah, that didn't work for me. And then for a long time I worked from my phone. But what I didn't realize back then, but I realize it right now, is that I missed a place for a to-do list on my phone. And of course you can download an app for it. But for me personally, having things in two places, it doesn't work. And I came to that realization actually because of my work. I work as a psychologist, and one of the things I do is giving individual and group therapy to people with ADHD. And one of the things one of the subjects is planning and organizing. And then I started to realize, okay, I need to have like place for planning and a to-do list in one overview, and then I will have more structure. And that indeed works really good for me. And then I, of course, started to search for the right planning system for me. And the first one I had was the Traveler's Notebook. I came across this brand. I fell in love instantly. I just love how it looks. And what I like about this, I will show you my empty insert because here's some personal information, is that it has like the diary or the schedule and just a place where you can write to-dos. And that actually gave really much more overview for me. And yeah, probably you recognize, but if you're in the world of journaling, you come across multiple brands. And yeah, I have a bit of a curious personality, and yeah, I like also try out different brands. And yeah, I'm still actually in search what works best for me, and I like to show you that also a bit in this video. So I will put the camera in a different position, and then I will walk with you through the different planners I have and what I think works for me and what I think doesn't work for me. And I also hope it helps you if you find planning maybe a bit hard, or you're still a bit like doubting which planning system you need to choose. I hope that this video helps you a bit in choosing what's right for you. So I will put the camera in a different position, and yeah, let's continue talking about the different planners. Let's first check out the Traveler's Notebook. This is also the first planner I had when I started a bit into planning. And when you buy the planner system, you have like a leather cover. You have like several of them. This is mine for my planner, and this is for next year. It contains two booklets, and one is for July till December 2023. Of course, start with the latest one. And one is from January till June 2023. And when you open it, you see an overview of 2023, 2024, and some calendars. I think it's nice for keeping birthdays of people and or important dates or anything. And it starts in the second week of December, 19th of December. And then you see the left part has the planner, so the days, and the right part, which I personally really liked about this particular planner, is Here you can write notes, for example to-dos, or sometimes for our renovation I also made some drawings, yeah, these kind of things. And it goes like this through all the year, and in the back you have some part to write down some personal information. But this is basically it. With the traveler's notebook you can also buy like monthly inserts, you can also buy like yearly inserts, but without these dates. I had that was actually my first one, but that didn't work for me. It's, I don't know, it just confuses me too much. Then I first need to write down all the dates of every day, and otherwise I have the feeling I can't plan ahead. So I just buy the pre-printed one, but you also have it without date, and then you can start throughout all the year. The second booklet is the same. It also has that same overview of the years, also these schedules, and yeah, also this is all the same. If you wonder, for example, I will take the Hobonichi quickly before we look more into it. It has the same lineup, like also here the planner, and here place to take notes. But if you look at the difference, this one is bigger. The paper is also different. This is Midori paper. It's also slightly more cream. And this is Tomo River paper. So for the fountain pen lovers between us, this is of course like the best paper for fountain pens, the Tomo River. But Midori is also very, very good. And another difference is, yeah, you see it already. With this you need to work a bit to keep it open. You have of course that clips also from Traveler's Notebook or other clips. For example this one, you really need to have a clip to keep it open. That's also my experience. When I'm at work, for example, I write down here stuff I need to do for my clients. And yeah, if I leave it open at my desk, yeah, you see what happens. It has the tendency to close. With the Hobonichi, it just lays open flat wherever you open the journal. So yeah, that's the difference. Also here, it just keeps laying open. Okay, we'll leave these aside for a bit still. What I also personally like about the Traveler's Notebook is, yeah, this set comes with this paper and some stickers to put on your outside of your journal. And for this year it also has this plastic folder, and I bought everything because it has coffee themed. And I really like it. I just love coffee and everything doing with coffee, and yeah, it always gives me such a warm, cozy feeling. So here you can keep yeah, some stuff in your journal if you like it. For example, like this. You have a pencil board. This I really like a lot in my inserts without any grids or lines or dots to write on. And it also has like a sticker set. I'll open it for you. And these are the stickers. Nice coffee stickers, which I really like. Oh. And here you have some planner parts. You can stick these stickers around the edge of your paper, and then you can easily see if it's which month it is. You also have the choice which color you want. There are some other things like travel, important, list. Some icons for planning. Some circles. Some more stickers. This I also really love. It's also the first time I open it actually. Really nice. I will definitely use to embellish the outside of this. And also this. This is Rabon, I think. Yeah. Can make some words with it. This is, I think, sticker. Yeah, looks like sticker. Nice. So that's this pack. Here's also some explanation, like for example about the Rabon, how to use the clear stickers and everything. Oh, and a film pocket sticker. That's this one. You can make little pockets from it in your journal. You can see it here. And I can show you the outside. I don't want to show inside this journal because there's also work related stuff inside, though I always write stuff down anonymously, but yeah, I just don't like the feeling anyway. And here you see how you can embellish the outside. To put this inside, if you want to use both booklets in your journal, last year I started out just with one, but at a certain point you also want to start planning in July and for the second half of the year. And if you want to do that, how it works is you need these elastics. These are also from Traveler's Notebook, and all you do is search the middle from this one. You put the band here, and then you search the middle part of this one, and like this you connect the little booklets. It's just the same as when you use the planner or the notebook for journal, and then you can put it under here, and there you go. You can also put, of course, the folder inside or anything you like to put extra inside. And then it's set for next year, although I still need to make the outside, of course. So this is the Traveler's Notebook. Then we continue to the Hobonichi. And next up is the Hobonichi. This is actually my most recent purchase. I saw this champagne colored Hobonichi with a friend, with Jacqueline, and yeah, I fell in love with it. She also had exactly the same acrylic cover, and she had one extra, and this was a gift from her to me, and I'm really super happy with this one. I think it is so cute in the size. And yeah, it has a bit of kind of a hard cover. It's not really hard cover, but it's also not super soft cover. And when you open it, you see here all Hobonichi, or Hobo actually. And this one I didn't do anything in yet. And here it also starts with a schedule for 2023, but also the last year, 2022. And here you can also write your important dates and national holidays. And as I feel immediately, unfortunately you can't feel it on the camera, it's super thin, nice paper. It is so nice to write on this Tomo River paper with fountain pen. I really love it. And the Hobonichi is built up a little different than the Traveler's Notebook. Here you have a year overview of all the weeks and dates. You need to like small in this case, I think. It's quite small everything. Like if you also look here, it's just like the same size as my nail. But yeah, I personally like it. Here you have December overview, monthly. So this planner starts with monthly overviews. And this you can also have in the Traveler's Notebook, but then you need to buy a separate booklet for it. And here it's all integrated. And what I like about this, I think it's also like that in the... There's also space to write in the Traveler's Notebook. Here it's also like all little squares where you can put extra notes or, for example, write an important thing. Maybe you have some deadline, or if you're studying, you have an exam or anything. I think this is handy for that. So this is all the monthly schedules. I go a bit through. And it also ends up in March 2024. That's the last monthly schedule. So it starts from, I'll check it back. Yeah, just from January 2023 to March 2024. This planner starts in November this year. So it started already. I sticked here a little piece of tape I bought from Baumkuchen. And what I personally like about this particular planner is that every day there's a little quote, or every week actually. For example, this writes, whenever I have to make a decision, I think of taking the interesting way rather than the safe or the bold way. I've done a lot of things that don't make money, but the company has never forced me to do anything. I think it's nice. This is the English version. You also have a Japanese version. Then all this is written in Japanese, and yeah, I preferred English in that. But some people like the Japanese characters, and yeah, they prefer that. Here you also see like the month, and in this they also have the phases of the moon, if you want to know that. And this one is actually yeah, built up like this. It's all same every page. And in the end of the book, it ends on December 2023. Here you have like a list of useful abbreviations. And here, it's also quite thick actually. You have a part for notes. And it's even written like page, subject, so you can really make it personalized. And here you have all empty pages for notes. So you can also use it as a diary, like writing down here stuff. And the pages are also numbered, as you can see. And it has, yeah, 75 pages, so it's quite a lot honestly. And here you also, I also like that. Here you can write down, for example, your thumb to your pointer finger. You can measure it up. Like with me it's like, yeah, more than 17 centimeter, I think 18. And if you know that, then it's easy to take measures outside. Or thumb to pinky, or thumb to pointer finger. Thumb to pinky, your arm length, your foot length. Sizes of common items. And here you have like favorites. You can write like movies, books, music, restaurants, shops. And here my 100. You can make a list of 100 things that you want to accomplish, or books to read, or movies to see, or snacks you've tried. And here you can write my favorite things. It's also like book, music, athlete, YouTuber, color, noodle, number, word, idiom. And here it's also right how to better enjoy conversation. And as last, here you can have like the 365 days check-off sheet. And I don't know exactly how to use this, if you need to check every day which is passed, so you can, I don't know. Well, at least it's here. Just interpret yourself how you think you can use it. And there are rooms for addresses from important, like for example, doctor's office or anything. And that's it. This is the Hobonichi Weeks, the Hobonichi Weeks. I think I will use this one more like a diary. I used like an A5 journal last year, and I tried to make daily pages, but I noticed I find it quite hard to really do it every day. But I like to write every day something, but I don't always have a lot to tell, so I like to, yeah, have a bit like smaller space for that, like this, and then make something nice here. So I will use this more, I think, as my journal. I needed to think of a bit for a purpose of this one. Because yeah, this is my most recent purchase. I didn't actually really needed it, but I was also in the same time super curious. And yeah, right now I'm happy I can show you the difference between this one and, for example, the Traveler's Notebook. And if I can tell already what I like a bit better or less, I think the Traveler's Notebook, it just looks stunning. I really love how it looks with the leather, and yeah, that you can personalize it yourself, and it really feels like, yeah, some nice thing you have. What I less like about this one is that yeah, that it closes. You really need to have like a clip to keep it open. That's what I personally like a bit less about the Traveler's Notebook. But yeah, it's all about your personal preferences. What's better or less better for me might be better or less better for you. And here you see again the size. And this paper also feels thicker. Yeah, you can't feel it on camera than this one. And another difference is that this it has rounded edges for the ones who find that important, and this is squared edges. But for the rest, if you look to the weekly setup, you see here also the calendar. This also has a calendar. This has moon phases, this doesn't. Yeah, a bit like this. And we stay a bit with the Hobonichi because I also have the Hobonichi days. For this I bought a cover. This is from Giglio. I saw it with cocoa plants. If you don't know her, really check out her Instagram. She makes the most beautiful pictures. And I just fell in love with this cover. So yeah, I have on myself. They're expensive, but they're really high quality. As you can see, you can also fit a lot of papers inside. I didn't do anything with it yet. It also has like a zipper. And here you also even have a extra pocket. And this is inside there. Yeah, just like quite plain. It's just black, hard of a soft cover. This is paper and it has these signs on it. And inside there's these papers. Oh yeah, that's nice. They explain about Hobonichi Techo. It's written, what you're holding in your hand is a techo, a Japanese daily planner. You'll find the Japanese characters for te and cho on the cover. Oh yeah, so this is te and cho. A techo in Japan is used for more than scheduling an agenda. It is also used as a sketchbook and a diary, and for other jottings that together tend to chronicle its owner's daily life. This one I bought actually to keep track of a bit of the development of our son. I really like to write down daily like what keeps him busy, some things about him, maybe some funny sayings, or I thought it would be nice. If you use it as a planner, I'll show it to you. It's also such nice thin paper, I really love it. If you're really into mixed media, this is maybe less suitable for you, but if you like journaling like with stamps or like thin papers or a bit more intricate designs, I really love this. It also starts with a yearly schedule, 2023-2024. Then you have like monthly overviews. Here again, monthly overviews. 2024. And it also goes to March 2024. This is nice. It's saying turning the page to a new year. So you can write down maybe like a check-in or check-out from last year. Maybe some stuff you worked on last year, and or maybe some things you want to do for next year, or some goals you have, or yeah, anything. I think it's nice to make a bit of yeah, some reflection of where you are now. And this starts just on 1st of January. And you see the Sundays are in red and the weekdays are in black. And what's also nice here, you see these things, they are showing the months. So this is month 1, January, month 2, February, and like this it all goes. And this planner has 2 days per spread, and I thought that's also nice. Also for daily journal, I think if you don't like writing too much, but you're more into short writings or giving a bit more of a mood of that day, then you can just do like 1 sheet a day or make 1 whole thing and write about the 2 days. I think that's also really nice about this size. I sized down a bit, I noticed, from A5 to A6. That's just like more suitable to me. And yeah, then it goes like this. This one also has like the other one, also like quotes in the under. There's also like a little calendar here in the corner. And here in the back you also have some dotted pages to make notes or anything. Here you have important contacts. Here also like a size chart for clothes, conversion table, measure tape. Also my 100. And Ah, express yourself in Japanese, like Japanese words. Nice. So this is the Hobonichi Days in A6 size. Then last, the Jibun Techo. This one I'm using actually already. This also started in November, I think. It came like this, also with this plastic cover on the outside. I put this inside. I thought it's nice to make a little collage for on the front. And in here I just stamped my name. And the Jibun is also made from really thin, really beautiful paper. I don't know what kind of paper they have actually. Feels a bit like Tomo Riverish, but I'm not sure. And what I really like about this particular journal is it's really complete. It's really like, yeah, you can put a lot of stuff inside. Here it's like explanation on how to use your Jibun Techo. It has a 3-year calendar, also wish list, a money plan, book list, movie list. I will just go through with you. Here's an explanation in Japanese, unfortunately, about how to use it. If you go to their website, you can also find it in English. You can even print it out. Here it also has like 2023 in overview, 2022, 2024. And then it starts with a year overview, where you can write down stuff that's important. Here's an age chart, so you can calculate your age. I don't know why that is super handy, but at least it's inside. This I like, my dream, so you can write about your dreams that you have for 2023. I left this empty because I first wanted to show you this journal, but I will definitely fill it up. I really love reflecting, and yeah, I just think it's really helping with growing and yeah, developing or standing still with what I like, what I don't like, how I can improve my life for myself. Money plan. What I find personally a little bit of a minus point for this journal, but yeah, it's in the end a Japanese brand, so you can also expect it to be Japanese. But yeah, everything is in Japanese, so yeah, it's really, you really need to go to the website to check it out. But still, I like how this is set up. But you just need to do a little extra work if you really want to understand how to use this. Japan map. I think you can write down places where you've been. And here's a weekly plan. Here you can make like a weekly plan just in general. So I think this is really, really handy if you are a bit like unstructured like me. To have something to hold on, like how your week in general looks, and yeah, which plans you can make around your set activities, for example your work and sports or anything. That's also what we do in the ADHD group, like we make like a general planning, and around that times we just plan like the extras from the to-do list. Then you have also 100 wishes list. And favorite phrases. I think this is nice. You can write, for example, like quotes or anything inspiring that you come across. But I think I will use it to keep some inspirational quotes or yeah, something I really, really feel inspired by. Recommendation list. I think it's a bit like general, like yeah, any kind of recommendation, for example restaurants or shops or brands. That you can put here. Book list. That's also nice. I will zoom it in. You can write here, I think the title, but you can also write down if you liked it or mediocre, or you liked it or you didn't like it. So you can give a mini review about the books you read. And of course make a list about the books that you want to read, so you can check it off one by one. Movie list works the same as the book list. Also with the smileys. gifts received and gifts given, promise list. This one I need to search up a bit. It's about promises you made, for example, to people. If you have the tendency to forget these things, for example, you promise to help someone with something, then you can write it down and keep track if you did it for the person or not. And this is a page where you can make your own list if you want to. Then you have like a tracker page. You can have like, yeah, different months. You can write here the goals you want to achieve, for example, drinking water or sporting or reading or yeah, anything that you want to track. And then you can give every day a square that you did it. And it has this every month. That's what I really like about this particular journal. It's like so complete. It's like a bit also like bullet journaling, but then you need to draw everything yourself. But here it's just like all integrated in this book and it's pre-made for you. And here you have the monthly overview. Here you can write down also stuff. It also has the smileys, which I also like, that you can write down how you felt that day. Yeah, you can fill it in by yourself how you want. Here you have places for to do. And that's also a tip from the ADHD planning and organization tips we give in our treatment. You have, for example, like schedule, which is already set, and you have to-dos, which just come across day by day. For example, you can write here your to-dos, and then you have at least an overview of stuff you have to do. For example, you need to fill in like a form, or you need to make a doctor's appointment, or you need to do something for the school for your kid, or something for your study. You can write it all down here. And if you have the overview of the to-dos you have, you can plan it in. So yeah, it gives more like an overview, then it's not so blurry in your head anymore. Here I already wrote down the free days of our son, like the holidays. I think this setup is really nice with the monthly overviews also, because here I can, for example, write down already for all the year the holidays for our son, or other important things that's yeah, that's already known. And when your month starts, then you can check here and you can take it over in the month that you're working on. So yeah, I think it's really nice. I think this planner is the most structured of all of the planners I have. Then we go to the weekly overview. I'll cover this up a bit because I wrote also some personal stuff already. I'm using this planner already, and what I like to do is I write down, yeah, I will show it later actually, that's easier than when I need to hold my hands like this all the time. I'll quickly flip through, like for example here our son went on a camp with his school, and I made here a list the stuff that he needed to take, so that's my text for that day. And I checked off everything that I packed, so I was sure I didn't forget anything. And yeah, like this I make a little bit stamp stickers. Here I also made like a little sleep tracker. I saw it and yeah, I thought it's nice. Yeah, also just a bit simple. I don't want to make too many things here. Okay, I will check a bit further so I can explain a little bit more without showing all my personal stuff. So here is an empty weekly overview, and from this on I can explain a little bit more about planning and organizing, the tips that we also give in our treatment for ADHD. What we always advise is to keep a planner, so the agenda, and also a to-do list, because people with ADHD, they have the tendency to hear something but also forget it easily, or it stays somewhere in their head and it creates like a little bit of chaos. And what I really like about this planner is that it has room for to-do list, but it also has the planner. So what I personally do in this planner is I write everything down that comes to my path. For example, there comes an email that I need to pay something, or I need to do something for our son, or yeah, anything. I write it down here as a to-do. I have it here, for example. I was planning for painting our stairs, and I had like, okay, I have a to-do, like I need to clean the stairs, I need to fill up the holes that's inside the post, I need to paint it. I also needed to shoot a video for YouTube, and I also needed to edit a video for YouTube. For example, painting the stairs is really like a big task, which in my head personally gets like super complex, and then I lose a bit overview, and then I have the tendency to postpone it. And it helps me to break it up in small steps that are, yeah, reachable for a day. So I have here like written down what I needed to do, and then here I plan it. So in the upper part I just write down, so I write down here what I need to do, the to-dos, and here I can plan it on which day I want to do it. You can also give it a time if you want to. So for example, you work from, in my case I work from 8:30 till 5. I've also travel time, of course, so I'm mostly home between 6 and 6:30. So in the evening I have time to do something small. I don't plan like big things in the evening because then my energy is also gone, and yeah, I can mostly do stuff that takes, for example, like 5 to 15 minutes. That's how far my attention span goes in the evenings. But on my free days I can yeah, do stuff that takes more time, or in the weekends, of course. That's what I really like about this planner. It is so structured. It really helps me organizing my head, honestly. And what I also like is you can write, if you like it, you can write down the weather for the day. You can also write how you feel for the day. You can write down what time the sun rised, what time the sun set. Yeah, you can write down like anything you want. And what I personally like, I plan. For example, I had some written here, like here I have some appointments, and yeah, around that appointments I just yeah, write about the day. Here I didn't do it, it's the week of 5 December. It's actually this week, but I didn't write anything yet. So that's Jibun. Let's skip a bit further. This is all the weekly schedules, it's all the same. Also same colors, anything. Then in the end you have like looking back on 2023. That's what I also really like about this particular planner. It's like so complete. It's really like a tracker of your life actually. It's a bit more like a life book. Tokyo route map. Also Osaka, Kyoto, Nagoya. For, yeah, I live in Netherlands, for me this is less relevant. This is also handy, the world time differences. Personal data, your email, your address, anything. This I don't know what's written here, it's all in Japanese, I think. Oh, I see telephone. Maybe important addresses and phone numbers. And that's it. This is the Jibun Techo. I really like it. It's also compact. It's easy to put in my pocket or in my bag. So this will be my planner for this year. This I also really like. This I will just keep for our son. Write down stuff about, yeah, about him mostly, like funny quotes he says, or something that he's busy with, or how his day went, or anything. This one I will use for my work. I did it also last year. I find that really handy. And this one I'm not 100% sure yet. I think I will also make some nice weekly things in it. I just sometimes like to work in different sizes or on different paper, and yeah, I think I will just embellish it and yeah, something like that. Or maybe write down small what was keeping me busy that day. I'm not sure yet how to use this. So that's it. The differences, the similarities between all the journals, some planning tips. I hope it helps you to, if you didn't decide yet for next year what planner you want to use. Well, these are several planners from different Japanese brands. Maybe there's something between that you like and also for yourself. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask in the comments. I also like to hear what you think of this video, so I also would like to hear that in the comments. I want to thank you for watching and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye!